Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. Hey, people, do me a favor, man. Don't be stingy with the likes, man. Don't be stingy with the subscription. Go ahead and give me a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This is 5 things you should know before you bring your podcast to YouTube. 5 things I wish I knew before I brought my podcast to YouTube. Even though my podcast got monetized in 3 months after bringing my podcast to YouTube, it got monetized in 3 months. 3 months sounds like it was swift, fast, but in YouTube years, I guess it is kind of swift and fast, but in a person that's trying to get to a destination, trying to accomplish a goal, that's a long time. A lot of stress, a lot of videos were put out during that whole time, and a lot of stuff you just didn't know. I mean, there was information out there, but a lot of the information just wasn't there at my fingertip for me to use, so I eventually had to find these things out later. So after getting monetized, the growth of my channel slowed down. And after finding out some of these things, the growth of my channel started picking back up a little bit. I started finding out more information. I started being able to do a little bit more things with putting this out. So I decided I'm going to share this information with you guys that I'm using right now. So number 1 is understand that YouTube is a learning/entertainment hub. YouTube is where you go to learn to put some chairs together. You learn to put your bed together. You learn to paint, put your TV up on the wall. You watch some clips from some of your favorite TV shows. You watch some clips from the news as source of entertainment. You know, you go listen to music, poem, poetry. You find all this stuff here on YouTube. So, people usually use that for a form of creating audience. So you have to be able to understand that. Number 2 is make short-term videos. When you have short-form videos, you use a shorter video, thus the term short form, instead of the 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour podcast that a lot of people attention span, they're just not going to watch it. Or if they do watch it, they're going to watch a couple minutes of it, log off, and then YouTube is going to penalize you for that because, you're not retaining people to YouTube because they're not watching your videos long enough. So you get cuts of your podcast, put it out there to build the audience. Now, when you build the audience, now that audience will go back and watch the 2 hour podcast, the maybe 2.5 hour podcast, the 1.5 hour podcast. So now they watch a 4-minute clip, 5-minute clip, a 10-minute clip, and that piques their interest. They're like, "Oh, this is interesting. I'll check out the rest of it later on, or I'm gonna go check out the rest of it right now." So you have to be able to understand that short form videos, what's really working on YouTube. Especially YouTube have a thing called shorts right now. That's how YouTube is aware that people attention span are not that big. They're not as wide as it used to be when people sit down and just accept a long form of video of stuff. People want to get to the conclusion of something real quick. They want it and they want it now. So that's why I use a short form videos to rope in that audience first. Number 3 is use hot topic or trending topics that's on YouTube or that's on social media all over the place. Whatever is hot in the news and entertainment, you usually see other YouTubers doing that. You get up there and you do your own version of it. You're building your own audience now. You're building a space for you. You just do your own version of it. A couple of people will hear it. It'll probably start off slow at first, but a couple of people will hear it. People will start picking up on it. People will start understanding that, hey, this is what's going on. They're searching for what's going on because they see it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So now they go on YouTube to search to hear some commentary on it because they want to be entertained. Thus, entertainment. So they want to be entertained, so they get that entertainment from it. So you have to use that hot topic/trending topics to try and build an audience. Number 4 is understand the algorithm doesn't work the same way for your podcast, you as a podcaster, as it does for somebody who's making educational videos that people are actually going up there to look. How do I paint a room? How do I cook some hot dogs? How do I cook rice? It's up there. That's, it's in the search engine. They put that in. Your podcast is not necessarily in the search engine because you're not known on YouTube. So people are not coming there just to look for you for these things. So you have to build that audience. So you have to understand that the algorithms doesn't work the same way for you as it would work for a person that's doing the educational video. So you have to look up this stuff. You have to follow all the clues. Go in your analytics and look at what's working and what's not working for you. And you have to do more of what's working. Or some people just want to do a certain thing, and they won't switch what they're not really interested in, because this is what they really want to do. And I commend you for that. But if you want to be successful, you have to work at what's working. So number 4 was understanding how the algorithm works. Number 5 now is bring your own audience. That simple? No, it's very difficult actually. But you do have other social media platforms. You have Facebook. You can bring 5 audience from Facebook. You have Twitter. You can bring 5 audience from Twitter. That's 10. You have TikTok. Maybe you can bring 5 audience from TikTok. That's 15. Instagram. Maybe you can bring 5 from Instagram. That's 20. So that's 20 that you bringing from social media, from your social media platforms to YouTube. That wasn't really watching your video before, wasn't watching your videos yet. And also, you can ask your family members and friends to join in. So maybe you have another 10 family members, 10 friends. That's 30 people right there that then YouTube often try to help to find you people to watch your video, especially like-minded people to watch your videos. So you're able to get that information out there to people. So bringing an audience helps force your page into your channel, into the algorithms. Because that's what I end up doing. I end up bringing my audience. A lot of the people that subscribe was people off of my social media platforms, people off of my friends' social media platform, family members. And of course, we found, other people out there in YouTube land after a while. People started subscribing to it and picking up on some of the videos and stuff. So you have to understand how all of this stuff works. You really have to understand how all of this stuff works. If I knew how all of this stuff worked before I got to YouTube, my channel would have been much more successful, because I would have used all of the stuff that I learned from day one to try and conquer YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. All this stuff that I'm telling you is exactly how these things work, but it's not easy. So it's a trial and error situation. You got to keep trying at it. But this will help you build an audience on YouTube. It'll help me build an audience on YouTube by just doing a few of these things before. I understand that YouTube was a platform where your entertainment and where you're learning stuff. I also brought my own audience to YouTube. Off a social media platform. I use social media to bring other people, my other friends and people that I've met out in the world, to bring them over to YouTube. So I think if you use these tactics, you'll be able to build your channel faster. You'll be able to see. I think if you use these tactics for about a good 3 months, maybe even less than that, you'll notice a big difference in upkeep of your channel, a big difference in your analytics of your channel. I'm guaranteeing you that, telling you, because I've started implementing these stuff again to my channel, or all of them together in my channel, and I'm seeing a difference in retention time. I'm seeing a difference in views. I'm even seeing a difference in how people comment in the comment section by just you reaching out to these people, bringing your own audience, understanding that you should use hot topics or trending topics to keep the people in YouTube entertained. Also understanding, it's a learning / entertainment spot, understanding the algorithms. And of course, you have to know that YouTube isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. So try these things out, see if they work for you. Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Sean Peoples from the Anything Goes podcast, and I'm out here.